Okay, so Giovanni's reviews Hunter. The owner of the video is in my chat and asked me to review this. I didn't see Hunter in ages, so let's discover the review and spoil myself because I surely didn't finish it. I remember their friend with chains was evil or something or red eyes. I just remember like small details.
Hello everybody, my name is Giovanni, welcome to my anime reviews. Just so you guys know, English is not my first language, so I apologize if
Oh, me too. Don't worry. We aren't making fun of people English.
I do not understand some of the jokes or cultural things going on in these animes. Today we are going to look at an anime called HunterXHunter, or HunterXHunter, I'm not sure how you say it.
It's Hunter, but everyone call it HunterXHunter until like you meet someone that's a hardcore fan of it, and they will beat you so for saying HunterXHunter.
This is my review of HunterXHunter as I understand it. But it's a pretty good anime, so let's begin. HunterXHunter is about a boy named Gon who makes a deal with a mass murderer to never set foot on the ground again. At least that is the anime.
By the way, random question. Are we allowed to use this much footage of the anime without a strike?
In a nutshell. But
yes,
let's
it's
start
the older
at the
one.
beginning. The main character, Gon, is a kid who grew up with a mega rich father. And
really?
when I say mega rich, I mean this kid has castles and servants and entire cities dedicated
I was thinking he was a poor broke guy from a farm.
to him. I'm not even joking. They literally throw a fireworks festival for him every single night. Honestly, just thinking about maintaining that level of enthusiasm is making me exhausted. Anyway, Gon enjoys fishing, arm wrestling, and playing trading card games.
How did how did he win this?
I must explain that Gon himself doesn't actually have any money. His dad wanted to teach him how to be self-sufficient, so he refuses to give Gon a dime.
That's our everyone wish to have like rich parents, and I'm still waiting that my mom someday tell me, hey, that was a prank. Actually, you are really rich, and I was trying to see if you will be humble in your life. Here is a lot of money. I'm still waiting. I still have hopes.
Earns some money by catching fish and selling it to the local fish markets, and also does some amateur arm wrestling contests, and is actually pretty good. He earns enough money to pay for his card games and food by doing it. But there is one more thing. This kid Gon hates animals. I mean, he truly hates animals. I've never seen anything like it in an anime before. He chains them up. He scares them. He chokes them. This kid is crazy. He hits birds. He ties strings to butterflies so they can't fly.
I remember in 4chan I saw someone having a fly pet. Like he took two flies and he put like a string on them so they can't run away, and he was training them to do some stuff. This is the same energy.
Gon is a lunatic. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, we can continue with the story. Okay, so one day Gon is doing some arm wrestling, and this girl appears and challenges him. And she is incredibly strong, so Gon asks, how are you so strong? And she says, I'm a hunter. And Gon is like, wow, I wonder what a hunter is. They're so strong. So Gon goes to his mother's house, who is broke, because her husband didn't share his money with her. Gon asks if she knows what a hunter is. And she says, girlfriend, let's dish. So they go inside and she tells him all about how his dad was a mighty hunter and he was one of the strongest in the world. He got so strong by giving himself ridiculous limitations to overcome. His limitation was he promised that he would explore the world without ever touching the ground. This way, he would have to come up with creative solutions to get where he wanted to be and bend the world to his will. And from the looks of it, he was right. This guy is crazy strong. I'm not kidding, guys.
Don't tell me it's on another something.
But I like how ridiculous it is. It keeps things very interesting for me.
He was so powerful, he was like, okay, I will nerf myself and like have some limitations.
Anyway, Gon is like, wow, why didn't you ever tell me about this? And she's like, You were too. What were you going to do with that information?
And she was like, you never asked.
Plus, I haven't seen you since then, because you've been living in your father's castles. So, after hearing that, Gon wants to leave the poverty house, and is like,
Wait, what do you mean in his castle then poverty house?
Gigi Norei, Kai thanks bye, and his mom says, come downstairs, I have something for you before you go. And she gives Gon a fishing rod, and Gon is like,
If they gave him a fishing rod and running shoes, it will be the best reference to Pokemon.
what I'm gonna do with this? And his mom
will
says,
beat
it's
animals.
the only thing I got in the divorce, take it out of my
His favorite hobby.
sight. So Gon decides to call his friend Killua and tells him all about hunters. Killua is like, what are you, a noob? Everyone knows about hunters. Killua says, okay,
Of course, he's a fisherman.
we can try to become hunters, but I'm not going to do any of that limitation BS. Killua thinks that if he can become a hunter, then he can get sponsors for his skateboard brand. He's a pretty good skateboarder and is trying to go pro,
That's a
but
nice
he's not
goal.
popular enough to get sponsorships. So becoming a hunter is a great way to do this. Gon asks if they should bring Leorio, and Killua says, okay, we can all try to become hunters. So Killua calls Leorio and asks if he wants to become a hunter. And Leorio says, I'm literally sitting here watching Miami Vice reruns, let's do this. So Gon and Killua
Okay, so in summary, a jobless fishman dude called his jobless friends and decided to be hunters. Okay, that's the
agree to
story.
meet up, but first he must pick up Leorio. So he leaves the poverty princess as fast as possible and sets on about his quest to become a hunter. So
Did he become
upon
rich?
arriving at the docks, they realize they forgot to set a time and place to meet. I mean, come on guys. You both have cell phones. Let's not be stupid.
Yes.
After wandering around for a few
Also, the
hours,
technology in this world was confusing.
Leorio spots Gon, and they start heading over to the ship. And apparently, if you are taking the hunter exam, it's free to get on the ship.
Oh.
I wonder how much money the captain has lost due to scammers who aren't taking the exam.
Yeah, they are like, hey, I will take the exam. Okay, I will bring you for free. Then you run away.
Okay, so they get on the ship and they meet another guy named Kurapika, who is also trying to be a hunter, but he doesn't know where he's supposed to go. They say that he can travel with
They found another jobless guy.
them to the exam area. But a sea storm comes upon them very quick. And when I say storm, I mean good God.
This is like God telling them to not be hunters. God is sending a message.
During the storm, lightning strikes the mast and ruins it. And some crazy fool decides that he's going to take a single piece of wood, which can take maybe 8 pounds of pressure, climb to the top of the mast, and that's going to fix it. Brilliant. So the captain is yelling at the guy for being so stupid, and everyone is in shock about how stupid he is. And to the surprise of no one, disaster happens and he falls. So now everyone has to risk their life to save him because he decided to be stupid. So they form an impromptu human ladder with no planning or coordination whatsoever in the soaking wet rain. Thank God Kurapika
Yeah, wet rain, the worst.
has the strength of 10 men, or this would not have worked out so well. Okay, so after all the ocean drama, we finally make it to the exam
Oh, they
hall.
survived.
But the exam hall needs a secret password. Lucky for them, the guy they saved was also going to take the hunter exam and told them the password as thanks.
Wait, the stupid one?
The password is, please, may I go to the bathroom? Never mind, I just went on myself, thank you. Which I guess is a pretty good password, since no one is going to say that under normal circumstances.
That's a
They get taken
That's a pretty stupid password. Imagine you are just wanna pee, you go to a random restaurant and be like, can I go to the bathroom? And they are like, okay, and you find yourself in a hunter exam where people gonna try to kill you.
to the back room and are thrown into the hunter exam right away. The examiner approaches and tells
I remember
everyone
him.
that they are
I
going
was always confused why he don't have a mouth.
for a very long time, but he won't say how long. He says this is an endurance test and to see how long people can go without going to the bathroom. He explains that sometimes when you're on an important mission, you have to hold it for 2 or 3 days sometimes. So Killua shows up all smooth, like he practiced it. And finally, the gang's all here,
Oh,
running
he's
in
on
the
his
beast
skateboard.
tunnels. Seriously, I can't imagine what this place
What if someone bring a bottle and beer?
smells like after decades of hunter exams. So they run for 27 hours, and some people begin losing their minds.
27 hours.
Some people really have to go. I don't think I've ever had to go to the bathroom that bad in my life. So, after 27 hours of running, they finally see the exit. And let me tell you, Leorio is about to lose it. Leorio doesn't think
Why is he naked?
he's going to make it, but Kurapika says, do you really want to piss yourself in front of Gon and Killua? They will never let you forget that. And that was all the
I will never be your friends again also.
motivation he needed because they finally made it to the exit. The door begins to shut, and even people who were inches away didn't make it. The examiner was pretty heartless. He was
that guy will shit himself.
like, too bad, so sad. So now the examiner says, good job everyone. You get to rest now in a luxury airship while we take you to the next area. Everyone is just relaxing and enjoying the ride. It's the first time they've had a chance to relax since this all started, so it was actually kind of nice. Everyone is sitting around discussing
Oh, I remember him. I remember this guy.
who is sleeping in which rooms, because
I actually started watching Hunter x Hunter because I saw a picture of him. I don't remember his name, and I was thinking he was the main character.
2 beds in each room and only 5 rooms. Now, at this point, I have to tell you about Hisoka. Everyone has their own reasons for becoming a hunter. Some want the fame, some want money or women, or access to places only hunters are allowed to travel to. For example, Leorio
But if I remember, if you are a hunter, you can access forbidden knowledge or something that other people can't have access to.
is a master safecracker who wants access to rare and hidden safes across the world so he can find ancient treasures and become rich. Hisoka wants to get his name in the book of Hunter's Book of World Records, and as the title suggests, only hunters can get in there. Hisoka has been going around the world building houses of cards in every room he's gone into without them falling.
So we found another person with a hobby. So we have Gon that like to beat animals, and Hisoka that like to build
He's almost
cards,
at 1 million.
houses.
He has one more to go. While the record is impressive, it doesn't count for the book until he has a hunter's license. And just as Hisoka finishes his millionth house, Leorio sits down too hard and makes it crash.
How to create a villain? Oh no, he will beat his ass. Oh my god.
And just like that, Hisoka swears to execute Leorio, so they get dropped off at the second exam.
He created a villain from nowhere.
Which is a swamp, and you have to figure out where the exit is in the fog. Kurapika and Leorio are concerned because Hisoka is chasing after them looking mighty hungry. Hisoka isn't even hiding it. He wants it bad, man.
It's like, I will kill you. Just like, pay attention. I will kill you when you don't pay attention. No way, that's actually how it goes. we trust the YouTubers.
He's tired of running out of fear and stands his ground. He apologizes to Hisoka for knocking down his cards.
Why is shirtless
and if that
again?
isn't good enough, he can fight him. Hisoka says, I choose fight. And Leorio was like, okay, Burger King, have it your way. And before...
And then he was angry again for the second time. He was like, no, I'm McDonald's, you piece of shit.
Leorio could regret his decision, he was beaten. Hisoka says, I'm going to take your family to the zoo. You know, make a day of it. Then I'm going to take them to a fancy restaurant in the evening. Then I'm going to murder them in front of everyone. And I'll get away with it because I'll be a hunter. And Gon says, leave him alone, or else. And his...
He was like, hey, Peacock, leave him alone. And we all know that Gon liked to beat animals. That's why
says,
he was trying to help his friend.
Little leprechaun. And Leorio once again tries to be the hero and is immediately defeated. I mean, he is out cold this time. Embarrassing.
I feel like he's the Yamcha of Hunter x Hunter world.
In a desperate move, Gon says that if you stop trying to hurt us, I will make a promise to never set foot on the ground again. Hisoka was like, Nani? For realsies? And Gon was like, for realsies. I need some time to prepare, but yes, I want to touch the ground again. Hisoka says, okay, this is so ridiculous, you caught me off guard. I'm gonna carry your friend to the exit so you can see what your future looks like. Everyone carrying you around and you being a burden to them. And Hisoka is like, bye, stole
Why?
your friend, as he runs
Your friend is mine now.
into the fog. So
Hisoka booty cheeks. We all focus on on different parts of the story.
everyone makes it to the third exam area, which is a memory game. The examiner says, this is a test of your memory. I'm going to lay out some cards. These are the people who have been doing the hunter exam with you. Point to one and tell me if you can remember their name. And
Oh, he
Hisoka is
remembered the
like,
name.
I've been so focused on my hatred, I haven't been paying attention to anyone else. But I think this is Killua. And Jerusalem Jones says, this is Kurapika, I think. Am I right? Yes? No? And Hanzo says, pretty sure that's Hisoka. He smells like fried chicken and Perth Plus. And Killua says, that's Jerusalem Jones. No mistaking it. And the examiner says, okay, you all passed the hunter
Oh, it was his name. I was thinking he lied.
exam. You're all hunters now. So now there is a presentation about how to use your hunter's license, which literally no one showed up for. But he has to do it to get paid. So now that
I feel poor. Oh my! I feel so bad for him, poor guy.
the exam is over, Kurapika says, okay guys, I have a lot to tell you, so buckle up. My reason for becoming a hunter was because I am looking for some criminals. You see, I am actually from space. I am what you would call a space ranger. And Gon is like, no way, no way, no way. Kurapika tells them about their home planet of Talos 9 and how it is a radiated world. There are criminals from Talos 9 who fled to Earth to escape justice, so I am here to capture them. One of them stole an object worth more than the worth of the Earth itself. And oh yeah, I also have superpowers too. He said,
That was confusing for me when I started Hunter x Hunter. I was like, really? He can control chains and no one is like batting an eye? What?
my powers have to do with chains. I use the power of these space chains to help me imprison criminals so I can bring them to justice.
So he's an alien.
No one can
And he's also naked.
escape the chains of justice. Then he tells everyone about some of the fierce space battles he has fought with some of these criminals. It's actually really impressive. Kurapika is really strong. He explains that after he captures the criminals, he takes them to a cosmic prison where the criminals are thrown into an abyss filled with chains. And
I feel like
on the seriousness
he just killed them.
of their crime.
And lie is like, yeah, what did you bring that bad guy? Prison. Oh, what you know, in space, yeah, you can't visit it. Trust me, dude. I didn't kill them and bury them. No, they are in space, yeah.
They could spend 100 years.
Wait, Alten, I have an exam today. Wish me luck, my last theory exam. Good luck for your exam. Do your best. You can do it. If the villain have chain fetish, they might want to be. They were like, oh no, I fell down. Oh no, I can't move. Oh my, I'm here, Kurapika, on your right. Oh no, I can't fight.
Kurapika says, do you understand so far? And Gon is like, hell yes. And Kurapika is like, good. Here's why I'm telling you. When I came to Earth, I found out about something that I seem to be powerless against. What is it? Gon says. Kurapika says, I think you call them insects. And Leorio says, okay, I'm done. Get out. Kurapika explains, I can fight criminals all day long, but we don't have anything like spiders in space.
Imagine sending him to Australia. Oh my god, he will lose his mind.
It's too much. I can't take it. So many legs. Flying and buzz.
Leave Australia alone, bully.
No, make it stop. God, please make it stop. And they are like, why are you telling us all of these? And Kurapika says, because I want to make you guys space rangers to help me while I'm on Earth. And Gon says, I am so down. I pledge my life to the space rangers.
Gon was like, I will be a space ranger if I become the red one.
Kurapika says, "What are you doing? No evil shall escape my sight." Stop! There's no oath. You don't have to do that. So, what do you think, Gon? Are you ready to become a space ranger? And Gon says, "I have literally never been more ready for anything in my entire life."
It's like my body is ready as long as I'm the red
Then
space ranger.
Kurapika says, "Okay, good, then it's time for the test of bravery. These tests are very dangerous and you could die, but I need to know that you are serious." So Kurapika takes them to the Cliffs of Doom for the tests of bravery. For the first test of bravery,
Wait, are they doing another test inside the hunter test?
they will jump into a pit and grab onto spider silk without falling into the waters below. Waters full of ninja sharks, for real. Like actually.
Ninja sharks.
The next test of bravery has them running across the bridge of death. If they lose their nerve and fall, they fall into a pit of wizard scorpions. And Gon is like, "Man, this is
Easy peasy. Watch me.
easy. Ain't nothing to this. I'll see you at the next test."
Okay, so I remember this part. Okay, I remember that they had a fight in this kind of room, but for me it was still the hunter exam.
So they all cross to the next test, which has them running down a hall with an
You just watched them get their license. Oh, okay.
Indiana Jones style boulder rolling after them, which is absolutely fatal if it hits them. After that, the crushing walls of chaos.
I
Then
mean,
the laser
he put some tests. If you lose the test, you are dead anyway, so you're not gonna be rejected. So you have two fears in life. He's fearing insects and rejecting people. So he made tests in a way that if you lose, you are dead, so he will not reject you from the group.
of lunacy. Honestly, this goes on for a while. 37 tests later, they get to the secret lair.
37.
The secret lair of the Space Rangers. Kurapika tells them to put on the bracelets and press the button, and the bracelets will fuse with their DNA and activate their powers. But their powers won't fully work for a while, so be patient. So right away, Gon and
Is this a joke or it's really what happened?
Killua start to feel the effects, and they begin surging with Space Ranger power. But Kurapika warns them to not use their powers until they have had time for their body to adjust, or they could overwhelm it and they will die. So after that,
Of course they will die. Everything kill you here.
Gon says he only has a year to have a normal life before he has to keep his promise to never set foot on the ground again, so he wants to spend some time having fun with Killua. So they start traveling around
Oh
the
my
world.
god. He saved his friend and he will regret it for the
Going
rest
to
of
flea markets and exploring,
But again, he will do the same thing as his father. That's amazing.
playing some anime knockoff PlayStation, teaching Killua how to fish
They play the Cry Station.
on some boats, and just generally exploring the world. Honestly, I think this part is kind of cool because it allows them to be kids for a bit. And it allows the anime to breathe and let the world that they live in sink in. Gon is just trying to have fun while he can before his life changes forever. So one day when they are out exploring, they are approached by some kidnappers who attack them. The kidnappers are
The kidnappers choose the wrong kids to kidnap, guys. You are so fucked.
like, "I hear you've been doing arm wrestling on these streets without our permission."
Oh, wait.
Like, "I hear you've been doing arm wrestling on these streets without
This kidnapper can kidnap me anytime. I'm in. I'm totally ready.
our permission." That is no bueno. The boss wants to see you, so come with us or else. So they drive Gon and Killua to their super secret hideout in a forgotten city, and they take them inside to meet the boss. And all Gon and Killua can think is, wow, these guys take arm wrestling really seriously. So they meet the
They will meet with someone that lost against Gon long time ago and want a revenge.
boss, and the boss says,
Same, bro. Right, Choco? Whoa, they get the news
"No
late.
one is allowed to arm wrestle on our territory but us. We control all arm wrestling on this turf." And Gon is like, "You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, this is my turf.
I do what I want." Gon immediately regrets his decision. The boss says, "I want to see how tough you are, since you've been doing business on our territory." And he forces him to arm wrestle. Gon is losing on purpose because he doesn't want any trouble and he just wants to get out of there, but the guy keeps forcing him to arm wrestle until his hands get bloody. After a while of this, Gon decides that he can't take it anymore. He starts getting really angry, and then his Space Ranger powers start kicking in, and he defeats the boss soundly. Like it wasn't even a challenge. He almost breaks the boss's arm off in front of his whole crew, embarrassing
He was like, I'm the yellow Power Ranger, take this.
him in front of everyone. I mean, that's just embarrassing to kidnap this kid, then force him into an arm wrestling match, then lose in front of your entire crew, and if that's not bad enough, the boss starts crying. I'm talking about
Why is he crying?
that ugly crying, like break up with your first girlfriend type of cry.
He just needs some goo in his nose and it's gonna be pathetic.
And Gon is like, see you sucker.
It's like,
It's rough on these streets, get a helmet, and then they leave. Okay.
you know, in some games like Pokemon, when they try to fight you, they are like, we will have a Pokemon fight with you. I feel like in this city, when they want like to have a trouble with you, they are like, we are arm wrestling here.
Okay, so now that Gon and Killua are free from the arm wrestling kidnappers, Killua says, well, there is still some time left before you have to practice for keeping off the ground. What do you want to do? Maybe go to the casino and try to win lots of money, go to SeaWorld and punch a dolphin, or just
Why the bonk? I did nothing wrong.
kick a parrot at a pet store. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. And Gon says, about 50 miles behind us is a town where everyone cosplays and stays in character. It's a whole trading card game town. Killua says, okay, that sounds amazing.
I wanna go there.
But we will need some supplies, so let's go get some money. So then Killua, who has a bit of a gambling problem, has the idea to rack up some fat stacks at the casino. Obviously, since
Let me guess, he will go broke.
Gon and Killua are children, the casino tries to stop them, but he shows them their hunter card. Then suddenly the rules don't apply to them. They can do whatever they want as hunters. So Killua starts doing his gambling thing, and he is on a winning streak. I mean, this guy is on fire, man. And
Okay, he's the opposite of me. I'm the guy with absolutely no luck. I have negative stat lucks, and he is the maxed one.
this girl starts noticing he's winning a lot. So she decides she's going to follow him around and start hitting on him to try and get some of those winnings. Of course, Killua, who is completely oblivious to this since he's completely in the zone, plus he's just a kid. So she continues to follow him
Another bonk? Really?
around from machine to machine, watching his every move. Then she says, wow, you're good luck. What are you going to play next so I can watch?
Then he saw her dead in the eyes and was like, you, baby?
Then Killua says, actually, we have to go. We are going to a cosplay town where people play trading card games.
Gon eyes look so weird here. He's like, a girl.
And she's like, oh, I've always wanted to go to Card Town. Can I pretty please go with you? And Gon says, sure you can come. The more the merrier.
Sure, you can come.
So Gon, Killua, and Scammer Girl run halfway across the country to Card Town. All of a sudden, Killua dips out and says, I gotta go to the bathroom. So after a while of running cross-country, they finally see the castle, and they know they have arrived.
It's the same. Okay, this bonk was okay because I did something.
At Card Town. So everyone in this town is playing a massive trading card game. You convert some money into card game money, and you buy things in the town with that card money. So if you want
This is every Yu-Gi-Oh player dream.
food, you must pay with cards. You can also do quests, like finding someone's lost dog, or winning a rock, paper, scissors tournament, or winning a quiz. It's actually a really cool and interesting idea. People come from all over the world to trade rare and valuable cards here. So, while Gon, Killua, and Scammer Girl are having the time of their life in Card Town, as you might expect, there are some players who lie, cheat, and steal from others. I've been to a
Of course. I don't know how to explain, but in really old... Even know, I don't know if now... Yeah, even know. So they have a kind of... in anime, when they want to showcase that someone is bad and evil, they always give him this thingy here. Like, oh, you see him, you know he's a bad guy.
few card game tournaments myself.
But not a normal bad guy. A very stupid bad guy, because the strong bad guys always have edgy looks.
And those types of people are everywhere, trying to steal backpacks full of cards and giving you fakes. Terrible people.
Oh,
So
for
they go
example,
around to
okay, edgy. So this one is a uh, bad guy, and he took his headphones from China.
explore and try to trade with people, but the more people they encounter, the more they notice bullies trying to steal from them. These bullies are literally threatening
Actually, you can't play this card now.
their families or
I'm sorry, I had to.
threatening to kill them. It's pretty insane. But Gon and Killua are hunters now, so they aren't about to put up with those shenanigans. Gon just takes the card with lightning speed and says, next time I'll keep it for real, and now you owe me 3 times. Once for giving the card back, 2 for sparing your life, and 3 for not embarrassing you in front of everyone. So now that they have been in the game
Some dude was hiding under the ground. What the hell is this town?
for a few weeks, they keep hearing about this group of guys who are beating up everyone for cards, much worse than any of the other bullies. And it's making people not want to come to the town and has the entire card game thinking about shutting down because of this violence. So anyway,
Yeah, that's so bad.
the leader
Keep-
of this evil group,
let
a
people
guy
play their
called
game.
Mad Zack, he discovers that Gon has a rare card called Fish Dinner in his card binder.
The card is so ugly.
And he wants that card like nobody's business. He swears by all that is holy and unholy that he will get that card from Gon. So one day, Gon is out by himself
Guys, you're gonna bully the wrong kid.
going to the bathroom in the woods, and Mad Zack sees him by himself. And he's like, hey little boy, would you like to treat me to dinner? And Gon is like, I need an adult? And Mad Zack responds with, I am an adult. Now little boy, let me see
I love this conversation.
those feet. And Mad Zack immediately charges Gon and starts beating him up. And I mean the kind of beating someone up, like it's not them, but maybe your father that you're actually hitting, like something is going on at home and you have no outlet for your anger. So about this time, Gon is thinking, okay, I might need more than one adult here for this. So while Gon is waiting for adults, Mad Zack can almost taste that
Wait, where is his cards, by the way?
fish dinner. Gon begins to fight back, because no bully is going to take his cards if he can help it. Spoiler alert, he can't help it.
Rest in peace, gone.
So Gon is just getting wrecked. Funny thing is, Gon doesn't even know why. He thinks this guy just wants to take him to dinner. He never told him that he wanted his card. Mad Zack is playing Mike Tyson's
Like, this guy is like weird. He wants to take me to dinner and he's beating me up. And he's punching my stomach a lot. Oh, maybe so I'm hungry and he will treat me good. Yeah, that's
punch
it.
out. And he's like, why you make me hit you? So Gon has had enough. And he says, Jesus, I'll take you to dinner, holy crap. And Mad Zack says, we're going to have a nice fish dinner and you're going to wear a pretty dress.
But the thing he missed that he was, when he say fish, he was winking, so he understand that it's the card. But because of the glasses, he wasn't seeing like the wink.
Then he immediately charges
Weirdo beating up some random kid for a card.
Gon and grabs
Every Yu-Gi-Oh convention ever.
him. And Gon is like, please stop touching me inappropriately.
Please stop touching me on my belly.
And Mad Zack says, okay, from now on, I will only touch you appropriately. And Gon is like, okay, I need a room full of adults, like right now. Then he
Why? Why you met an adult who, like touched you inappropriately, so your reflexes go into a room full of people. Oh my god.
yells, I don't know you, let go of my purse! Then kicks him right in the tommyknockers. While he's recovering from his sack getting kicked, Gon punches the ground and breaks open a trap he made earlier for the bully. So they fall down this hole and do some superhero
Yeah, so someone find you in a forest and bully you and touch you inappropriately. So what you're gonna do is punch a hole in the ground. They're gonna fall in a hole. You and him. Genius.
So, as the dust clears and Zack is trying to figure out what's going on, all he hears is a voice in the distance. In brightest day, in blackest the night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those
Kamehameha!
worship evil's might. Beware my
Right?
power, Space Ranger's light.
No,
And
that's
with Space Ranger
That's a Kamehameha punch.
Ninja Fury, Gon punches the bully into the next world. People better think twice about trying to steal Gon's trading cards again. So after that, Gon grabs him and drags his ass outside, making sure to take it slow, hitting every sharp and jagged rock and pebble along the way.
That's sad that he didn't he didn't take his pants off, so it hurt even more. Gon's a Green Lantern.
I mean, I
I don't know. He just has space power.
can't exactly feel sorry for the guy. So half a day later, Mad Zack regains consciousness, only to find out that he and his friends have been tied up and made an example of. Gon invokes his Space Ranger power to heal himself and restore all the damage that was done to him. And he does it right in front of the bully, as if to show him all your effort was worthless.
Worthless, just like you.
Gon says, "You guys have been unconscious all day long. Do you want anything to
I was about to think, okay, you guys touched me inappropriately, and now that you are tied up, I bring the gang to touch you inappropriately.
eat or drink?" And Percy says, "I'd really love a Mountain Dew, possibly some pizza rolls if you can get
As long as it's not peanuts with Coca-Cola.
it. Also, some Cheetos or cheese puffs. Oh god, I'd really love a turkey sandwich with just a bit of mayo, no lettuce, no tomato, just bread, turkey, cheese, and a bit of mayo. I'd love some ice. Do you have ice? Not for the Mountain Dew, but separate, so I can chew on it. It's hot as hell up here, and the sun is directly above me. Also, is there a Taco Bell around here? I'm so hungry I could really go for a cheesy gordita crunch. It's really sad that they changed the basa sauce into spicy ranch. The basa sauce was so good. Why do they always do this? Why do food places always ruin a good thing? And Gon says, "You each get a Snickers bar and some water."
It was like half an hour. I would want to eat this. I would. I didn't take a Taco Bell for a while. The God was like, "Is water and Snicker bar okay?"
So while Mad Zack is laying there thinking about his life, one of his victims approaches him. He looms over Zack ominously. Zack
I was like, "You remember when you throw the soap down and told me to take it? Do you remember, son of a bitch? It's your turn." And then we throw a soap at him.
is like, "I need an adult." And the guy is like, "How's it feel to be touched without consent?" Then walks off. And Zack
I'm dying.
is like, "So that's what that feels like." So now that the bullies are taken care of,
Like, it feels like, and I don't like it.
Gon moves to his training for keeping off the ground. Kurapika takes him to a remote island where he can run around and not bother anyone. Kurapika says, "Okay, Gon, let's get started. We're going to practice jumping from tree to tree. And oh, by the way..."
Oh, this was their Naruto arc when they were watching it at night and trying it at morning.
"I have a bit of a surprise for you in the morning." And Gon is like, "What's the surprise?" And Kurapika says, "That's for you to find out tomorrow. Don't be impatient." Gon says, "I think I see something up ahead." Kurapika says, "What?" "Look out! Spider!" Then, of course, Kurapika loses his mind, and Gon has to carry him out of the forest and continue his training alone until morning. So Gon finds a nice tall tree to climb.
Wait, I just noticed something. When he said he was afraid of spiders, I just remembered that there is a spider organization or something. Oh, so everything said here is second degree, and I was like a fool, following every information as if it was correct.
So he can scout out the area and finds a nice place to sleep until the morning comes. As Gon wakes up, he finds that his surprise is that Kurapika hired a few people to help Gon with his training. He hired an expert rock climber who is very good at scaling the sides of buildings and smooth surfaces. He even got the first examiner to help out once he heard about
The one without a mouth.
Gon's promise.
Nice mustache, bro.
He says, "Gon..."
Did you just realize that? Yes. Like, I was thinking it was like said sarcastically or something, but I hard to explain. You just realized this was a fake review.
Has real potential. Even Leorio is helping out with Gon's training. After about 6 months, Gon is basically a ninja. He also finds time to work on his space.
Oh, so he's like trying to be a ninja because he will not touch the ground again for some reason that I don't know.
Ranger training.
Literally nothing in this review is real. Oh, oh my god! I have nothing to say.
It's important to keep up so your body becomes used to the power. He trains the last few months only on his ranger training.
But it just as a reminder.
In fact, he's gotten so good at it that he is basically at one with the power of the rangers. At this point, if Gon wanted to, he could go out in space and fight crime professionally.
Oh.
So the year
But they didn't get a suit yet.
is up, and Gon is keeping his promise to never touch the ground again. Gon wanted to make sure that no matter what, he could still enjoy life with his friends. And honestly, Gon thought his life would be over when he made the promise.
So Gon thought his life will be over and he will be gone. Ha! Duped. I made it so ridiculous so people would know it's obvious fake. Replica from space. Lol. No, I knew it was fake at some point, but I was thinking like if you take a situation and you make it look dumb. But I didn't think like you faked everything. I don't know how to explain. Until now, I was like, he's really from space? No, he's probably like from some continent called space or something. I don't know how to explain you.
But the one thing Gon didn't count on was the adventures and new friends he'd make along the way.
In that case, why he will not touch the ground?
And he had no idea what a wide world of adventure.
Or is it also fake? I didn't watch it for so long. I feel so lost. Oh, I don't know what to believe anymore.
He opened himself up to when he said those words 1 year ago. Thankfully, he has good friends to share that adventure with. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
That's it. I will put the link in the description so everyone can watch it if you want to. I'll put it here on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. I love the video, really. Okay, thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye. That was for YouTube.